This is a project on water pollution for Nyonika, done by Nitika, Nyonika, and parents. We have three areas in this project: polluted area, less or non polluted area, and water cleaning system. Through these three areas, we have tried to show the seven types of water pollution, its causes, and some small steps which we can take to reduce the pollution. By taking river and rain as the water source, we are trying to explain the problems of water pollution. The first section is the polluted area. This section is the polluted area. In the polluted area, we have shown our water source, the river. The next is the agricultural land. Agriculture land pollutes the river, the water, by excess draining of fertilizers through underground or by the borders of the land to the river. Okay, that is called the nutrient pollution. Because of nutrient pollution, lot of algae forms in the riverbed and the river, which leads to oxygen depletion and water animals and sea animals to die. And as well, lot of suspended matters from the pollution occurs as well. The next section, in the same section, we have shown the urbanization and its pollution. Lot of dumping and unhealthy lifestyles, groundwater pollution, underground leakages are the major issues happening because of urbanization. In the industrial section, we have shown some examples of oil pollution, chemical pollution through industrial waste, radioactive waste, and oil leakages to the river. This we have showed in the river itself. The river starts bluish, pure, and when it passes through the agricultural land, it turns to greenish because of the fertilizers and algae formations. When it passes through the more civilized area, it turns into a dumping yard, and the water is still greenish black, and the riverbed turns to become little fungus black with lot of surface polluted particles. And we have also showcased some underground leakages and sewage and wastewater being dumped to the river. When we pass through the industrial area, we have made the water a little turn grayish and the riverbed to be more of oily black soil. In the other side of in the second section, we have showed a factory which follows rules and tries to reduce its chemical particles in its waste, and it segregates and pumps the water to the water's cleaning system. There is also a house which has some good habits, who recycles its products, composts its raw vegetable waste, leftover food for the cattle, and chemicals disposed in the instructed way. And we have also showcased rainwater harvesting The rainwater has been collected from the roof to a filter tank. The filter tank is filled with gravels, sand and small gravels, and it is being transferred to a water tank which can be used for household purposes in the kitchen, bathroom, and the rest of the water has been taken to the harvesting tank which goes underground. The grey water from the kitchen and the bathroom is being taken to a oil and grease tank where the oil has been separated in 2 or 3 divisions, and then goes to a pond with wetland plants and fishes. It purifies the water and the fish consumes the nutrients, and it is being passed to the harvesting tank which goes to the ground. We have showed also organic farming is the better solution. In case of fertilizer being used, we have showed that some plantations on the river bed corner could help reducing the fertilizers being run down to the river. On the water purification system, we have a pump station which collects the water from the riverbed and the factories and the houses, and is being screened for solid particles, solid waste, plastics, etc. And those are being collected and taken to a landfill. The water from the bar screen goes through a grit remover tank, the grease removing tank. The oils, greases are being removed to then passes through an equalization tank, then to a primary clarifier. In the primary clarifier, the sludge is being removed to the gravity thickener. The water is being passed to the aeration tank. Here, air has been pumped in for the microorganisms to grow, which purifies the water. Then it passes through the secondary clarifier. Some of the sludge remaining is being removed to the gravity thickener. Secondary clarifier. The next tank is the tube settler. Here it is almost clear. The water should be almost clear, but alum dosage is being passed to this tank to solidify, thicken the rest of the solids. The water is 100% clear, and it passes through the next tank, the chlorine dosage tank. Here chlorine is being pumped in to kill the bacteria, and air is as well passed for the microorganism to circle. From here it passes through the purification tanks, sand filtration, carbon filtration and UV filtration. Here the water is good enough to be pumped back to the river. It's been pumped back to the river. What happens to the sludge? The sludge is being collected in the gravity thickener. It dries up, removes the excess water and pumps back to the primary clarifier or the equalization tank. The sludge is being passed to the drying bed, sludge drying bed. Here the sludge is almost dried. Then it is passed to a digester. Here from the digester we collect the compost and the gas. The compost is being used as a fertilizer in the agriculture areas. The gas can be used as for the household purposes. We have also showed that in case we are not taking care of our water sources, this would be our future water with a lot of dissolved substances, and we expect a better future like our forefathers. And we have also kept a couple of dials to advise what to and how to dispose waste materials. There are also some instructions on the sides of the pillars. about water pollutions, its benefits in case of its effects, and solutions. Most of the products used in this project are being taken from her previous projects, that is recycled, and as well recycling products from the household, groceries, and etc. We have purchased a very few products like the pumps and motors. Most of the plastic containers were used from the sweets and chocolates boxes.